Hey everybody, News Now Wyoming bringing you part 3 of our who knows how many parts checking out Legalize bites, and this is what we are covering right now is the lawsuit against Schrodinger's cat. After we are done with this, we're going to take a look at some of his federal lawsuits against the government to just see what's going on there. Excuse me. So there we go. Let us get going here. Alright, so here we are. Cliff. This is where we left off, is at Cliff Overby's YouTube audience. Has absolutely nothing to do with the lawsuit, but let's look it over anyway. Openly and radically supports a police state and openly and radically opposes the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. That is okay for citizens to do. And irrelevant. Opposes police reform and police accountability. Okay. Vehemently opposes individuals' right to record the police and police-citizen encounters. Again, that they are able to hold whatever views that they wish. I disagree with them half the time, and that's okay too. Schrodinger's cat's never kicked me off of his channel for saying what I believe, and that's how it is. As YouTube audience believes that the individuals who witnessed and filmed the murder of George Floyd were jobless losers invading police privacy with their Obama phones. Now, I don't know what his audience believes. I did a nice look around his page, and I couldn't find him making one video about George Floyd. That doesn't mean that there wasn't one, or that in some other video a audience member made a comment about being jobless losers invading police privacy with their Obama phones. I don't know. Maybe somebody wrote that, but again, they're allowed to say that and think that. See nothing wrong there, nor is it relevant to this lawsuit. His audience openly and unwaveringly supports Derek Chauvin, police officer found guilty of murdering George Floyd, and preaches that George Floyd wasn't murdered but overdosed on fentanyl. Again, I don't know who his viewers are. Maybe somebody wrote a comment. I can tell you that Schrodinger's cat never did a video on George Floyd or Derek Chauvin. Cliff Overby's YouTube audience believes that the individuals who witnessed and filmed police violence and other national cases that made headlines, Eric Garner's case, had nothing better to do than stand around and film cops just doing their jobs. And again, they are allowed to believe whatever they want. His audience believes that you shouldn't run from the cops if you don't want to get shot in the back. Okay, there's a great sentiment that, although I disagree with it, that's their sentiment. I mean, what are we trying to prove here? His audience believes that victims of police violence must have deserved it for one reason or another. Okay, yes. Yes, that's a great point, again, valid standpoint for some people. Again, I disagree with it. That's my right, and that's their right to believe otherwise. Their audience openly and proudly excuses and justifies the police violence in the videos featured on his YouTube channel, okay? Essentially a hate group that worships police violence and civil rights violations. Anything is a hate group now, so I don't know. How do you argue for or against it? Again, once again, irrelevant to the lawsuit. Discriminates against individuals based on their race. Screenshot of comment posted by member of his YouTube audience. Okay, his audience discriminates against individuals based on their race. He's not alleging that Schrodinger's cat does, nor would that be relevant if he did. His YouTube audience discriminates against individuals based on their sexual orientation. Okay. As a private citizen, I am allowed to discriminate for you against whatever, however I wish, and it's only me refusing to provide you with my commercial services would that be illegal. I'm allowed to think whatever I want. I'm allowed to say just about whatever I want. Frequently posts death threats to Mark Stout's YouTube videos. Okay. Again, that's not protected. But what does that have to do with Schrodinger's cat? Did he tell them to go and do that? And nor is that relevant to this case. His audience already hates anyone who is a member of a protected class. However, as it becomes more and more difficult for his YouTube audience to lawfully discriminate against protected classes of people, his YouTube audience is forced to scout for underadvantaged, unprotected, and underground classes of people that Cliff Overby's YouTube audience can target for discrimination. Where's your proof on that? Or no foundation. No foundation and no cause of action there. His audience has found that target and civil rights activists, particularly ones of color, police accountability and police reform advocates, and individuals who film the police and police misconduct. Okay, let me put this. I don't know about the persons of colors. Okay, but if you are always going out there and antagonizing the police, chances are you're going to have more videotaped experiences with the police than the average person. Therefore, if his whole point is to make fun of you for doing stupid stuff in front of the police, then yes, your behavior is going to put you into that higher class where he's going to be commenting on your videos more than anybody else, because nobody else is out there filming the police doing the stupid crap that most of the First Amendment auditors are doing. So, okay, but still, I say irrelevant, but I don't found that target in civil rights. So, okay. They would have objected to and challenged Rosa Parks if they thought they could have gotten away with it. Lacks foundation, relevance. God. Alright, so far, legalized drugs, that section I just read, you've got to be the dumbest pro se litigant ever. In my opinion, you are. Wow. Okay. Defaming Mark Stout. Okay, so here it is, finally, paragraph 80. We are on what this lawsuit is about. On or about July 30th, Mark Stout uploaded a video to his YouTube channel titled $200,000 Poster Lost 7 Lawsuit link below. Arrested, found not guilty. The video that Mark Stout uploaded to his YouTube channel was not his video, but one belonging to and downloaded from 10-Point Program 703. As if I don't know 10-Point Program 703 is a channel, so I wouldn't have really known that. The YouTube channel that Mark Stout's video title gives credit to for the video. 10-Point Program 703 is a police accountability YouTube channel that was created by Mondale Opoku 10 years ago. Okay. That doesn't mean that it's big. I've got a lot of First Amendment auditors on my page that I've subscribed to their pages for years and years. I've never heard of them. But that's alright. Cliff Overby was at all times aware of material familiar with the channel. Oh, can you prove that? Material familiar with the channel. Can you prove that? How are you going to prove that? Mondale Opoku uploaded the video to his channel on or about 1 year ago. The video depicts Mondale getting arrested for trespassing in a post office after having been asked to leave the facility for filming. Okay. The video's description cited the name of the lawsuit, provided links to the lawsuit complaint and the original video on his channel, and a notice to check with the clerk or docket for case updates. The video received 80,000 views in less than 2 days, thousands of thumb up impressions, and thousands of comments, reflecting an overwhelming amount of public support. Are we talking about the original video or yours? Because yours does not have that. On or about August 1st, 2021, Cliff Overby uploaded a video to his channel, Schrodinger's Cat, titled, so August 1st, that's important, okay? August 1st. Titled, First Amendment Dopehead Gets Arrested at a Post Office. In the video, his voice introduces the First Amendment dopehead in the video as Legalize Drugs. Hi folks, today's idiot is our old friend Legalize Drugs. I agree with drug legalization, but I don't agree with stupid. This dummy actually reads poster 7 and shows it to the cops, and even after they read it back to him, he still doesn't get it. Maybe he should stick to drugs and stay away from post offices. The dopehead in the video can be seen filming a post office lobby, being asked to leave by postal employees for filming, being trespassed by the police for refusing to leave, and then being arrested for trespassing. Referring to the dopehead in the video, Cliff Overby's voice imputes to Legalize Drugs the criminal act of trespassing. You're the one that's going to sleep in a cell because of your lack of reading comprehension. His video imputed to Legalize Drugs the individual's conduct in the video. His video has since generated over 80,000 views. Ooh. His video benefited Overby to hundreds, if not thousands, of new channel subscribers. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do something here. Hold on. Okay, really quick, we're just going to take a look. Here is Schrodinger's Cat's YouTube channel. This is on Social Blade. It keeps track of subscribers, when did they come, etc., etc. Last 30 days, 8,000 people. So we see here throughout May, 4,000, 5,000 in June, June 17th, 1,700. So regular, this is a pretty continuous line here, right? That's a pretty continuous line. So here, June 30th, or July 30th to August 5th, 2,000 subscribers. So he actually loses new subscribers after he put in that video for the next couple weeks. It actually goes down before it comes back up a little bit. So could that be attributed to just that one video? No, you guys be the judge. Alright, so the video is fully monetized and continues to generate for Cliff Overby advertising revenue from YouTube. Yes, it is. No argument. The individual in the video was not Legalized Drugs, aka Mark Stout. He has never filmed inside a post office lobby and has never been arrested for trespassing inside of a post office lobby. The individual in his video was Mondale Opoku. He knew that the individual was Mondale Opoku when Cliff Overby imputed Mondale's conduct in the video to Legalize Drugs. So he knew that. And this is again where you got to prove that malicious intent. If you don't prove it in your pleadings, it could easily get dismissed. Malicious conduct. Because again, I'm arguing that this guy is a public figure by his own statements in his lawsuit. He is a public figure. He's got 20,000 views. He thinks he's this big famous rapper. He is a public figure. Therefore, the intent behind it is actual malice. And so you have to prove, and you don't, that he knew it. Maybe he should have known if he read the thing, but you're finding videos, you're being shared videos. It's a decent if you don't read what's below, you just watch this video of somebody being stupid, it's pretty easy to make that assumption. I can see that being done. In an extra effort to maliciously convince his YouTube audience that Legalize Drugs was the individual in the video arrested for trespassing at the post office, Cliff Overby attached a video clip of Legalize Drugs' identifiable face getting pepper sprayed by the police, an incident that is the subject of pending federal lawsuit, federal civil rights litigation, to the end of the video. Okay? Again, are we allowed to make mistakes as human beings? That's not malicious to accidentally think that somebody else's video is somebody else's. I mean, so the face and appearance of the individual arrested at the post office for trespassing was never captured on video. He took advantage of that to impute to Legalize Drugs Mondale's conduct in the video by featuring Legalize Drugs' face getting pepper sprayed at the end of the video. Just as a little bonus, let's watch our idiot friend get pepper sprayed. I did watch this video before doing this, and it seemed like a genuine error to me. He seriously thought that it was Legalized Drugs and not somebody else. not malicious. In my opinion, if you can prove otherwise, then great. So he knew at all times material that the individual was Mondale and not legalized drugs. How do you prove that? He knew at all times material that legalized drugs was an individual and was a rap artist stage name. Yes, he probably knew that because he's got multiple videos of yours, including one where you are getting pepper sprayed in the face. That is apparently part of a federal lawsuit. So yes, Cliff Overby knew you were an individual, and that you're a fake rap artist with a stage name. He knew at all times material that you had artist profiles on various digital music platforms. He was familiar with legalized drugs as a musician and use that term loosely here, okay? You should probably put that in quotes when you're talking about it. Okay, you should put musician, okay? Just my opinion. Cliff Overby, months before he uploaded the defamatory video giving rise to this complaint, was notified by YouTube that one of his videos infringed upon one of Legalized Drugs' rap songs, and that YouTube was removing his video. Okay, I guess that goes to prove that he knows that Legalized Drugs is a rap artist. It was a re-upload of Legalized Drugs' music video. No, you put your music in front of a stupid thing that you did. That does not make it a music video. Knew at all times material that Legalized Drugs was Mark Stout and not Mondale. Probably knew that, okay? He is familiar with the synonymity between the art... Yeah, okay. And the official government name Mark Stout. That is getting way too close for sovereign citizen for me. 104. Cliff Overby is familiar with the synonymity between the rap artist stage name Legalized Drugs and the official government name Mark Stout. Cliff Overby is familiar with the civil rights video lawsuits that Legalized Drugs uploads to Legalized Drugs channel, but they are styled in Mark Stout's name. Okay, I don't know if he ever talks about your stupid your lawsuits. So if he doesn't talk about it, how do you prove that? Cliff Overby has downloaded videos from Legalized Drugs and 10 Point Programs channels before and knows that there is a difference between them. Okay, that doesn't mean that you can't make a mistake on one video. Cliff Overby knows that Mark Stout is commonly referred to as Legalized Drugs, both online and offline. Cliff Overby at all times material knew he was imputing the conduct in the video to Legalized Drugs and not to Mondale because Cliff Overby downloaded the video from Legalized Drugs channel and okay, this proves an accident, not malicious intent. That's exactly what 108 here proves. That you still haven't gotten to how he actually knew. Even more telling is Schrodinger's copycat channel, Cheeky Monkey, also downloaded his post office video, edited it, and uploaded it to Cheeky Monkey's channel. Okay, that has absolutely nothing to do with Schrodinger's cat. However, Cheeky Monkey truthfully and accurately imputed the conduct and identity of the individual in the video to 10 Point Program 703. The fact demonstrates that Cliff Overby knew he was maliciously imputing Mondale. Cheeky Monkey has absolutely nothing to do with Cliff Overby. Absolutely nothing. How does that prove anything? Cliff Overby's clip of Mark Stout getting pepper sprayed by the police during a protest is not considered advertiser friendly by YouTube and is not eligible to be monetized on any YouTube channel. And Cliff Overby knew this at all times material. What does that have to do with anything? He can post that on as many of his videos as he wants to. And if he doesn't get monetized because of it, then fine, whatever. But what does that have to do with anything? Cliff Overby downloaded the clip from Legalized Drugs channel where the clip still stands ineligible for monetization. So, Is it his fault that you can't get money for it, but he can? And where the clip still stands as evidence in a federal civil rights lawsuit against the police for excessive force. Cliff Overby circumvented YouTube's monetization algorithms and restrictions by platforming the clip undetected on the end of his video defaming Mark Stout. His defamatory video caused him to benefit financially and otherwise from the clip of Mark Stout getting pepper sprayed, whereas Mark Stout can't even monetize the clip on his own channel, presumably because of the clip's graphic nature. Have you ever just tried uploading that clip and not the video in its entirety? I think it's the rest of your language that you use in that video and everything that keeps you from monetizing that. Just saying. As a testament to Cliff Overby's YouTube audience's contempt for civil rights, and as a testament to Cliff Overby's YouTube audience's appetite for police violence, Cliff Overby's clip of Mark Stout getting pepper sprayed triggered his audience to publish an onslaught of defamatory and inflammatory comments to his YouTube channel praising, glorifying, and worshipping law enforcement's deployment of pepper spray on Mark Stout. Okay. Cliff Overby's video at all times of material triggered and caused Cliff Overby's YouTube audience to publish an onslaught of defamatory and inflammatory comments that went towards Mark Stout's character and reputation to both Cliff Overby's video and Mark Stout's YouTube videos. Okay. His video imputing his conduct to legalize drugs at all times of material triggered and caused his YouTube audience to publish an onslaught of defamatory. That's what you just said. Okay. His character and reputation. He is a public officer and official agent of the Commonwealth of Virginia. He swore an oath to uphold the U.S. Constitution, the Virginia Constitution, and the laws of the state of Virginia. You know what? I did too as a military member. I swore an oath, and I still live by that oath. That doesn't make me a public officer. How are you a public officer? Who made you a public officer? Or, I guess, define what a public officer is. But here in this paragraph, you're saying that you are a person that you're that higher level of citizen, right? That you are a person that is a public figure. His civil rights have been fully restored by the governor of Virginia. Yes, you were a felon, and maybe you asked for the governor to allow you to vote again. And Virginia may have very loose laws on that. So, does that also mean you? I do know that you were not pardoned. So, with your felonies that you've got on your record, and we will be looking at those on a different video, are you saying here that you are once again allowed to own a gun? Can you prove that? I would really love to see that that he gave you back all of your rights. But okay, but what does that matter? You are a felon, and yeah, he has received judicial recognition for his activism and status as a pro se litigant. Okay, you have received hundreds of thousands of YouTube comments thanking you. Okay, great, good job. Endeared by many people and by many terms such as patriot, freedom fighter, fearless constitutionalist, activist, civil rights achiever, and political leader. Okay. Okay, I have no idea what happened to that. I just recorded a segment where I pulled up Charles Manson's fan club and showed different things that his fan club people have said, and yes, they called him a patriot and a freedom fighter. They said that they still love him. They still say all kinds of great things about Marilyn Manson. So I don't know why it matters, Mark Stout, that some people say these terms about you. Maybe it matters to you. Great. You still wears your marijuana convictions. qualify for expungement on his criminal records as a badge of honor and as a testament to the criminal justice system's lack of integrity and character, and as a testament to the fact that Mark Stout did not engage in criminal behavior but in behavior that was criminalized. Okay, what about the more serious crimes that you were also charged with? Not just marijuana. But we'll talk about that in another video. Mark Stout's YouTube videos have never been in violation or have been found to be in violation by YouTube of copyright laws or terms of service. Correct. But you can't monetize most of your crap because first it's crap, and second because it violates their monetization rules. But what does that have to do with anything? Cliff Overby's character and reputation. Considering the already defamatory and deceptive nature of his YouTube channel and YouTube videos, it should come as no surprise that Cliff Overby also defamed Mark Stout. His videos are frequently found by YouTube to be violation of copyright law and are frequently struck from Cliff Overby's channel. So, I don't know if any of you guys know it, but yes, YouTube has a very, very liberal DMCA takedown. And like I've said, when you play your crappy music in the background of videos of you recording, being arrested, yes, that wouldn't fall under fair use under most normal circumstances because we are making commentary on your arrest, not on your crappy music. So I could see why, if he uses your videos, why they would be struck. He is a white supremacist. 127, right there. He is a white supremacist. Wow, where do we get that? He recently uploaded the following video to his YouTube channel, represented by the following video thumbnail. Your does not equal your. Okay? News Now Omaha can't spell your, and a dumb gets something. The equal sign with the slash through is a white supremacist hate symbol. Wait, so all these years in math and all of my college years and everything else where not equal sign is an actual thing, it's actually been white supremacist? So anybody that uses that in its proper context, your does not equal your, is a white supremacist? Are you freaking stupid? No, seriously, how stupid are you? And any of your followers that believe this crap? Just anybody that wants to promulgate this stupidness. Alright? And I'll say that to anybody, not just somebody filing a pro se litigation. I'll say that to anybody that wants to argue that your does not equal your is racist. You're a freaking idiot. Let me say that again. You're a freaking idiot. Not equal, alternate means unequal, not equal to. General hates, fighting hate for good. Some white supremacists have adopted the mathematical sign does not equal as a white supremacist symbol. The use of the symbol is an attempt to claim different races are not equal to each other and to imply that the white race is superior. So if you use it in that context, your does not equal your, that makes you a white supremacist. No. Okay. Oh, wait, I better erase something. How do I erase? Okay. Because here we're about to really go into it. News Now Omaha is a black First Amendment activist. True, he is. His thumbnail personifies News Now Omaha spelling mistakes in black colored text, okay, thereby associating the color black with mistakes or being wrong. No, that's just the color of text, man. He wants to be a grammar Nazi, he's a grammar Nazi, but that does not make it racist. His video thumbnail depicts a cartoon image of Cliff Overby extending a white hand on a stick, pointing to the black colored text and white supremacist hate symbol. You know, if this wasn't done in a lawsuit, I hope he does a video where he actually reads this out loud. Because then that's real defamation. And he could be sued for that. Because that's sexual malice. I mean, that's stupidity. That's a billion different things here. He recently uploaded a video of an iconic and legendary First Amendment pioneer, Philip Turner, getting arrested for violating an ordinance that made it a crime to film the police and police vehicles and equipment in public, which would be an illegal law. Okay. Of course, all the hallmarks of a Cliff Overby president. He gutted the video elements that revealed that Philip Turner's case was dismissed. And again, I don't have to provide that information in my videos. I can choose to show whatever I wish. I can edit it down. I don't have to put it in context. I'm allowed to do that. That is a First Amendment activity. Okay, the ordinance repealed and the civil case settled out of court. He has dozens of documented settlements against the police going back years. He is a black civil rights activist. Again, what does this have to do with... I'm just going to skip this crap, you guys. He attempts to hold himself above reproach to the public by leading with his former military service. I've heard him say that a couple times that he was a former military, but never in such a way as that. He invokes higher institutions to cloud individuals' judgment of his character and reputation. No honorable military of the military, or no honorable member of the military would create a YouTube channel like Cliff Overby's. Mark Stout recently posted a live video to his channel discussing a document that was provided for in a link in the description under the video. The document contained information and instructions that individuals could apply in police-citizen encounters to exercise the individual's constitutional rights. He commented on the video after the live video ended, "You have ask, tell, and make wrong." Ask, tell, and make is idiom for the three, at least naturally, to Cliff Overby and his audience desired stages of police encounter. Ask, tell, make. Okay? So that is a proper view that people are allowed to have. Okay? Defamation. He published First Amendment Dopehead Gets Arrested. Okay, he did that. YouTube is a third-party platform, okay? Publication falsely imputed to Mark Stout the criminal conduct and arrest of another individual. He did. In my opinion, it's an easy mistake to make. His publication was a factual assertion, okay? False and defamatory. It was knowingly false and defamatory, or was published with reckless disregard of whether the publication was false or defamatory or not. False and defamatory was a result of his negligence. Per se defamation. Per se. I don't see any part of it falling under the per se. Because once again, going back to the very first video that we did, we looked at what per se means. Per se means that the crime that you are being accused of just falls so far outside the moral turpitude, like crimes against children or murder. Not a crime for being arrested at a post office for trespass. That would not fall under per se. So no, it would not meet that higher standard. His publication harmed his character and reputation and lowered Mark Stout in the estimation of the community. In what community? Because again, you've already described your audience and you described his audience. And you've described them as two completely different people. And here again is why I think one of the biggest, I think this is a frivolous lawsuit. But here's where I do believe that it really falls on its face. Because in your mind, in your views, your people's minds, you can do no wrong anyway. And so this did not harm your reputation at all. Cliff Overby's publication held Mark Stout out to scorn, ridicule, hate, and contempt. Per se defamation? No. To presumed damages? No, it was not. Once again, look in your Virginia laws of what's per se defamation, and this does not fall into that at all. False and defamatory publication was malicious, willful, wanton, and evidenced a conscious disregard, entitling Mark Stout to punitive damages. So experience fright, embarrassment, humiliation, mental and emotional distress. BS. Okay, now next thing we want to look at. Oh, so he's asking for not compensatory damages in the amount not less than 100,000, punitive damages in the amount not less than 100,000, cost of litigation, other and further relief as the court deems appropriate. Stout pro se litigation. Seriously? Stout pro se litigation, and then you put your address, and you don't block out your address from, yeah, look at that. You dox yourself, dude. This is your document I downloaded off of your page, and you dox yourself. Nice job. Alright, hold on. So one of the things that you do have to prove in a Virginia defamation is actual damage. So, what is it? This is Legalize Drugs page. Subscribers 19,000. See, I don't see how he's got so many damn viewers. I really don't. But June, August. So the week that this happened, July 30th to August 5th, your subscribers went up by 2,700. 700 the week after. So you're at a very steady 100, 100, 100, 100. Boom, 2,700 when this happens. When he uploads that video. And then back to 100. Okay? Total video views weekly. Let's look at this. 2,000, 2,030, 2,000. And then that week, 126,000 after he did that. So you went from your next highest point, it looks like would have been 96,000. You went all the way up to 126,000 because of him. I would argue that was because of him. These extra views were not because your music suddenly became good. Because no, look at this crap. It drops down. So no. How were you damaged? See, it appears that him putting you in the spotlight gained you followers, not made you lose some. I mean, I don't. So, and did you actually talk about actual damage like that? No, you didn't. You just talked about your fright, embarrassment, humiliation, mental, emotional distress. Yeah. So there we go. What do you think? What do you think about the lawsuit? Do you agree that this is probably one of the worst pro se lawsuits you've ever seen, or do you have a better one that you want me to look at? Is there one that's even worse than this? Share it in the comments, man. Let me look it over. All right, you guys have a great one. Thank you for joining.